Well, a Toronto startup is gaining some traction and attention for how it's using AI to help real estate agents and brokers cut the amount of time and money they need to spend on the back-end work for every transaction when homes are bought or sold. Raz Zohar is founder of Mave and joins us live this morning to talk more about this. Nice to meet you, Raz.
You too.
Fascinating product idea here. How did you come up with the idea to sort of help brokers and agents save some time and I suppose money as well?
That's a great question because I'm not a realtor. I'm not a brokerage owner. I've been in tech my whole life. And really when I bought my home with my wife, I got obsessed with the way this industry works and realized that these agents are spending so much time just trying to automate the deal. They're spending over 35 hours to get a deal done on an admin task. To me, that sounded crazy. So as I went down this rabbit hole, I actually became an executive assistant to a few agents. I took over brokerage departments to learn how this industry works, and that's how Mave kind of came about.
So you really got inside and got the actual on the ground or in the office, I suppose, knowledge. I'm fascinated by that, but it's also the last time I bought a house, deals were getting faxed back and forth.
It's funny, people always say the biggest innovation has been DocuSign in this industry. There's been a lot of tools that came out, but the biggest thing that they're all trying to do is they're trying to mold the realtor or the brokerage into their pathway when agents really work in three ways. They either want to call you, they want to text you, or they want to email you.
Yeah.
And when we kind of thought about the right solution for this industry, we realized that it had to live within those industries and within those workflows. It had to be instant because what the client needs right now is the number one priority. And the third piece is whatever we did had to be the way you wanted it to. So what we've actually done is we've partnered with these brokerages to download their entire brand program, think about their templates, their fonts. So when an agent needs something done, create a social media post, send an email to a client. It's actually done the way they want it to in the highest possible quality.
And quickly as well, which like time is money, right? I mean, if you're talking about 35 hours per deal, that seems to be a pretty effective savings of time. What's the response been like? Are agents and brokerages getting on board, or is any resistance like from the old school types maybe?
It's a great question. It's actually been the biggest surprise to us. We started off helping a few agents from coffee shops. Now we have almost 90 brokerages and over 6,000 agents in the GTA waiting to just get onboarded, and all through word of mouth. Yes, we've had some exciting news as of late. We raised some money. We've grown our team to 11 people. But we've been incredibly blessed with the response and the support from the real estate industry here in Toronto and Canada, and we're excited for the future to come. So
you talk about the 35 hours. Are you saving like 35 hours, or have you just shrunk the time down by 5 hours, 10 hours? What's the actual sort of, if I'm into this, how much time am I actually going to save?
Great question. So the biggest area that we've started to focus on initially is the marketing piece, which is about 40% of the time of all of their tasks. So what we've realized is with something as simple as asking Mave a question about a situation your client is dealing with, we're saving them 1 hour per question because they're used to going to 10 to 15 different data sources to just get that response. But to give you some perspective, if you want to market your property by running a social media campaign, that takes agents 5 to 10 hours at a time. That now through Mave takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is an industry that was sort of clearly in need of this kind of, accelerant and the use of AI here. But a lot of people look at AI and think, oh, I'm skeptical. I'm not sure this works. How would you sell someone and say, you know what? What do you say? Try it and work. What's your best sales pitch for this then? I
think our best sales pitch is actually try it. And the biggest unlock that we've realized with this technology and why when ChatGPT and the world of AI kind of exploded, we saw that as our advantage because we can actually build it into your workflow. The simple thing about Mave is you literally text a number, message us on WhatsApp or over iMessage, and you'll get a response right away within a few seconds. And the second an agent actually plays with it and sees it, it's an instant time to value. It's an instant aha moment.
You're an entrepreneur clearly, and you're in tech. Do you have your eyes on any other industries that you could think you could sort of maybe not replicate this in, but ideas of where else they might need sort of not a shaking up, but sort of an efficiency improvement?
I think there are a lot of industries that can use this, but our team is super focused on the real estate world because, look, it's one of the largest industries that's driving our economy. There's a lot of opportunity there, and again, there's 35 hours that we're trying to go after. So we're just at the beginning. Yeah, and so you mentioned you've raised some money, you've grown your company. Was it just you to begin with, you and your wife? How is that? What's that growth period? What time are we talking about? Great question. So it started off just me, then we brought in one more person, and then things kind of took off way faster than I anticipated, and we ended up raising the money that was in the news, and now we're a team of 11, mostly here in Toronto, and we're still actively hiring, so we're looking for engineers, people in our marketing department, so. Right, okay. Raz Zohar from Mave, really appreciate talking to you. Good luck with this. Sounds like you're definitely on the road here. Thanks so much for being here this morning. Great stuff.